Here comes the bride. Oh, darling. Oh, isn't it exciting? Tomorrow, right here in this room, we're going to become husband and wife.
It's about time.
Oh, no, I think it's wonderful that our little son is going to be here with us for our wedding. I really think that everybody should do it this way. I mean it. And just think, it's going to be here. It's going to be with all the people that we love most in the world. They're going to share it with us. This is a dream come true for me.
I'll get it.
Okay.
Hi. Senator Travis Montgomery?
Yes.
This is for you.
Thank you.
Here. Have a nice day. Thank
you. What is it?
It's a subpoena. I'm to appear before the Senate Subcommittee on Ethics in Washington tomorrow.
We should get up.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're going to play hooky today. No pick it?
How long are you going to keep this up?
Keep what up? This?
You know what? It's time we talked about it.
Oh, look, what time is it? Oh, I gotta get out of here. I've got a board meeting first thing this morning. And a whole lot of stuff to do before Ross's sentencing this afternoon.
Do you want this suit sent to the cleaners?
That's Stinker. He's had my resignation all this time, so what little game is he playing now?
Grandfather, you've got to do something. Nico does not belong in jail.
Apparently he does.
But he did not do anything. The only reason he went back there was to try to stop Creed from hurting my mother. He saved my life. You've got to help him.
Darling, I'm not...
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for him.
I'm not a magician.
But he's innocent. Can't you tell the police that? Can't you tell them how he tried to help me?
I'll get that. I'll bet it's Charlie. He's been ringing the phone off the hook trying to find you.
You ready for visitors?
Hello, Myra. I heard Julie's back.
Yes.
Is she okay?
Doing very well, everything considered.
I'd like to see her.
Ross, I'm sorry. I just don't think she's ready
No,
for that.
wait a minute. I need to see her. I'm being sentenced this afternoon. There's not much time. I'd like to tell her I'm sorry about everything and wish her goodbye.
I don't know what to say, Ross. I suppose I could ask.
I'll handle it, darling. You go on upstairs. Go on now. You're trespassing, Ross. Unless you want to add that and harassment to your already impressive criminal record, I suggest you get off my property right now.
You don't have to go, Nat.
I want to be there.
For what?
I am the one who brought the charges. I am obligated to be present at the sentencing.
What is that, like the law or something?
It's the way I feel, Benny.
Will you just listen to me. Look, when you go there, you know you're just going to be badgered to death by those press people. And you're just going to have to end up living through this whole nightmare all over again.
Donna, I have to be there for me. I have to hear them give Ross his sentence. I have to know once and for all that this is over.
Fine, all right, then what?
Well, then I get on with my life. I find a job. I raise Timothy. I do what everyone does.
You know what I think? I think it would do you a whole lot more good. You and Timmy both, if you just take a couple weeks on a cruise to the islands, a lot better than getting back into this rat race. Think about it. You lie in the sun, you relax, you just enjoy the good life.
And what do I do for money, Donna? No. What I need to do is I need something that will occupy my time so I don't sit around thinking about all this. That's the last thing I need to do.
You want to know what you really do need guaranteed to take your mind off your troubles? A good man.
This is so fast. I don't believe it. I thought this was going to take months.
Well, this is just a preliminary hearing. After the Ethics Committee is done with me, then I appear before the FEC.
And all because of Adam. All because he is so vengeful and mean and rotten and vindictive. I don't believe that anybody would take his accusations seriously.
Well, after the press has had the kind of field day with me that they've had, you can't expect Washington to just turn their back.
Well, you don't think that he has any proof?
I wish I knew.
And on our wedding day. I mean, that is un-American. Don't we have the right of pursuit of happiness?
I know, I'm sorry. There's just no way that I can get out of this, though.
Well, there's no way that I can have a wedding without you. So we'll just have to put everything on hold just for a few weeks.
Thank you. Come here. I realize how tough this has been for you. I really do.
Well, I hate everybody who's doing this to you. I really do. But on the other hand, if we're going to go through this, okay, I would rather go through this now and get it over with. And then we can start our lives together just fresh and shining and squeaky clean.
That's just what we'll do.
Nothing's going to happen, you know. I mean, there's no way that they can have anything on you. They're just doing this just because it's protocol or something, just in reaction to all the publicity, but nothing's going to happen.
You just hold that thought. Now, I'm going to give Kramer a call because when I get down there, I want to make sure I've got legal representation.
I'll get it. Yes.
Travis get his yet?
But I told you I wanted nothing further to do with you, and I meant it.
Travis, I think it would be politic. You should excuse the expression that we appear at this hearing together.
Are you out of your mind?
Excuse me, won't you? I'm going out for some air.
Anyway, as I was saying, I think we have a hell of a lot better chance beating this thing if we show some kind of a united front, both as brothers and as business associates.
Why don't you get out of here?
Look, Travis, whether you like this or not, we are both involved. Now, I think we should try to bury the hatchet at least for as long as it takes to get us out of this mess.
Jackson, you can forget about putting on some sort of a brotherly love routine because I would never be able to fake it. You're on your own.
No. No, Travis, you will do whatever it is you have to do to save your skin. You always have, and you always will.
You know, I've had about a belly full of you, Jackson. I'm in this because of you. And now, as usual, you're hoping to ride out this on my coattails. Well, it's not going to work this time. You got yourself into this, and you can get yourself out of it.
Let me tell you something, mister. Your hands are just as dirty in this thing as mine are. Maybe they're even dirtier. After all, you did order the cover-up, remember?
You really do hate me, don't you? You've hated me ever since.
Go on. Go on, Travis, say it. Ever since the accident. You know, that was a lot of years ago. But if you're sure that you really want to dredge this up, if you're really sure, then I'm ready.
My lawyers will contact you.
Bye, Erica.
What accident? What's he talking about?
Look, Erica, I'm going to be a little late for that meeting with your mother. I've got some work to do.
It's all yours.
So is this.
What's that?
This is my letter of resignation, which you have had for some time now.
You went through my pockets.
You wanted the suit taken to the cleaners, didn't you? Why didn't you say anything to me?
What was the point? You had decided.
The point is, you drove me to make this decision.
I did?
Come on, don't be innocent. The board report that you lost in the computer was really a smear article about Travis, which I know you plan to run in the same issue as my tribute to his integrity, even though you assured me that you would never do something like that.
How very clever of you.
No, it wasn't clever. I was trying to do you a favor. I asked Terry if she could recover the lost board report, and this is the thanks that I get?
Have you accepted the job at Trent?
Is that all you have to say about this?
Have you?
I was waiting for your opinion.
I think I've given you my opinion on that subject on several occasions.
Okay. I'll give you more than enough time to find my replacement as long as you make sure that things are in order so that it can be a smooth transition.
Whatever. I would like this suit clean if you're sure you've emptied all the pockets.
I was not snooping.
Brooke, you're my wife. My pockets are your pockets. And I love you. And I want you to be happy. And if this is what you want, the rest is academic. Have a good day. See you tonight.
What? Why are you all looking at me like I was something off the bottom of your shoe?
You got a hoof and mouth problem, Wilmer.
Hey. What kind of nasty crack is that?
What he means is you don't go telling your daughter she needs a man when she's just been raped.
She picked one rotten apple. You want her to kiss off the whole barrel? Honey, there are lots of wonderful men in this world. Jeremy, for instance. He's got charm, sex appeal,
Mother,
good looks.
Please.
Please what? You were gaga over him once. He hasn't changed, and he is available.
I am not interested. I do not trust men. I will never trust them.
Well, that's a real nice thing to say in front of your best friend's husband.
Oh, Benny, you know I wasn't talking about you. You've been wonderful through all of this, but let's face it, there aren't many of you.
Honey, there are other Bennys in this world. I grant you they're few and far between, but they're out there.
Not for me. I've had it with all this. It's illusion. You know, life is not a fairy tale, and people run around living in happy endings. It's very painful. It's very difficult, and I want no part of it.
Great. Then why don't you just isolate yourself? You'll be nice and safe, and you'll miss out on life totally.
I'm not going to miss out on anything. I have my son, and I have my friends, and that's all the love and warmth I need.
Thanks a heap.
Mother, I love you. You know I love you, but I don't trust men. I trust myself only.
I don't think you have the right to keep me from my daughter.
You have no rights. You gave him up and you betrayed her.
I didn't betray her.
You raped my wife knowing damn well that Julie could walk in on you. Anybody could have walked in on you, but you were so hell-bent on revenge.
I want to see my daughter.
She doesn't want to see you. That's why she went running upstairs.
Palmer.
Your voice scared the hell out of her.
Palmer, please.
You stay out of it.
I will not. Julie has the right to make this decision for herself.
He goes upstairs, she'll go screaming out of this house. You scarred that poor girl for life with your rotten temper, your insatiable need to satisfy your lust where and whenever you can find it. Even if it does have to be by force.
I'm paying for that.
Well, go ahead and pay for it. Just leave us alone. You've caused enough damage for us for a lifetime.
You've got a sword.
Cortland residence.
Myra, it's Ellen. How's Julie?
Oh, she's bearing up.
That doesn't sound very good.
Well, it's going to take time, Ellen.
Well, yes, but I want to see her.
It's just too soon. She's just not ready.
Myra, she needs me. I know she does.
Yes, well, she's going to have to work some of this out for herself
Look,
first.
Myra, I just want to help. I want to hold her. I want to comfort her. Look, would you just tell her that I love her and I want her back? Please tell her that for me.
Of course I will. I'm sure in a few days she'll...
Yes, well, let's hope, okay? Take care of her. Please keep her safe.
I will, and try not to worry. I'm sure she'll be fine in a few days.
Yeah, well, I'll keep in touch. Bye-bye.
Ellen. Ellen? Hi.
Eric, hi.
Are you all right?
Yes. I'm fine. Your mother and Travis, they've not arrived.
I know that. I know. Travis is going to be a little bit late because he's working. I hear Julie is back in Pine Valley.
Yes. Yes.
Well, you must be so relieved.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course I am. Look, I'll just check and make sure your table is ready, okay?
Yes.
Miss Kane.
Sam! Well, Sam, what a surprise. What are you doing here? Are you here for a story or are you dining?
A little of each. I hear our new senator is going to appear before the Senate Investigating Committee.
Well, my goodness, just nothing to that, just routine.
Well, those are pretty heavy charges the Chandlers dug up.
Well, my goodness, Adam Chandler is many things that your fine newspaper couldn't print. He is also a snake who is ignorant of the facts.
Well, what are the facts?
Sam, the facts are that Travis Montgomery is innocent. That one of his staff members got carried away and did some things that he shouldn't have done and then tried to hide it.
And where was Travis while this was going on?
Well, Travis was on the campaign trail on the job where he belonged. I mean, good heavens, Sam. Travis couldn't be in two places at once. He had a staff that he found was trustworthy. At least he thought they were. I mean, just because one person acted on his own behalf instead of for the good of the cause.
One person?
Yes, that's right, Sam. Travis Montgomery did nothing wrong. This one person acted on his own behalf.
So you think Travis will be cleared?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Sam. Travis is the victim, not the perpetrator.
Thanks for the scoop, Miss Kane. Enjoy your lunch.
Thanks, you too.
Can't wait to lay the blame on me, I see.
I am laying the blame exactly where it belongs.
Oh. Erica, I do feel sorry for you, but I hope you haven't invested too much in Travis's holier-than-thou line. Because if you have, you're going to get a very big shock when the two of you are married.
Yes, I'm very excited about it. All right, well, thank you. Bye-bye.
Congratulations, Brooke.
Barbara, why don't you just have my office bugged, and then you don't have to hang out in the doorway?
I think it's a very wise decision, and I'm sure the people at Trend will be more than happy to have you.
I'm sure you're not unhappy by the decision.
I know how much your marriage means to you, and I also happen to know firsthand the hazards of working with one's spouse.
Don't you think you're taking an awful lot for granted?
Am I wrong? I have a meeting to attend. Yes, I don't want to keep you, please. Oh, you mean you came by for something specific? As a matter of fact, I did have a story suggestion, but obviously there's no point in discussing it now. You're leaving.
Right.
Good luck, Brooke. Excuse me. Brooke English.
Well, hello, Miss English.
Oh, Adam, I can't really speak to you now. I have a meeting. How is Ross?
He's not here yet. Actually, I was trying to reach Barbara.
Oh,
She's right here. Just a minute.
Thank you.
Hello, Adam.
Hello, Barbara. I have some business I'd like to discuss with you. Could you meet me at the chateau?
Now?
Sooner the better.
Well, I'll be right over. Adam, your table is ready.
Well, thank you. I'm waiting for Ross, actually. We're celebrating.
Celebrating?
His sentence.
What? Well, I thought that decision isn't made till this afternoon.
No, it is, but I'm sure it'll be very light, probably just a reprimand.
Is that what Ross thinks?
Well, he's setting his house in order just in case, but we're both very optimistic.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that.
A man can't run around in sackcloth and ashes forever. He's suffered enough, I think.
Yes, well, I'll get your menus.
Thank you.
But I could have done something. Except, Daddy, it was you. It was you, Dad. And I couldn't believe it. Until I read in the newspaper that there was a trial. How could there be a trial? How could you stand up in front of people and say that you're innocent? How could you do that? How could you be my father?
That's the one thing I have. You know.
No, don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me again.
I'm being the only way I can. I want you out of my life forever, permanently. And no matter what you think, there is no way you could ever possibly make up what you did to me. Now, for the last time, the answer is no. I don't want your money now, and I never will. Just go.
What you did was unforgivable. It will never be forgiven. It will never be forgotten.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make it up. I'm sorry.
You look nice.
Thanks.
Honey, what I said before, I didn't mean it the way it sounded. I just want my baby to be happy, that's all.
I am not your baby. I am nobody's baby, Mother, not anymore.
Honey, you're getting me all wrong.
No, I'm getting you all right. I do not need a man. I do not need to be taken care of. I can do without any of that. And I am tired of being dependent emotionally and financially.
There can be happiness in love, you know.
Let's hope that's Benny taking us to court.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, you're even more attractive than your pictures.
I'm sorry, I don't believe I know
Brett
you.
LaSalle, Choice Magazine. You've probably heard of it.
No, and I have no desire to speak to reporters.
I don't wonder. You've probably been hounded to death, but I'm here to offer you 5 figures for a story on you.
No, thank you.
Honey, now listen, give the woman a chance. I'm Wilma Marlowe, Natalie's mother. Come on in. What would you like to drink?
Benny's going to be here at any moment, Mother.
Nothing for me, thanks.
Oh, okay. Well, now, about those 5 figures. High 5 or low 5?
Now, I am not going to relive this horror, not for all the money in
Miss
the world.
Hunter, please. We do not want to dredge up the rape or the trial or any of that sordidness. It's a story about you, a kind of photo essay on the woman behind the headlines, what you're all about. And the fact that you're even more beautiful than you appeared in court will make it that much more intriguing for our readers.
Wait till you see her baby pictures. You never saw a more beautiful child. Even the doctor has a picture of her right up on his office wall.
Fascinating. Now, when may we get together? I'll work around your time. I know you have a child.
You ready?
Benny, look who's here. Miss Brett.
LaSalle, Choice Magazine.
She is going to do a story on our little girl here.
Choice Magazine? You gotta be kidding me. That's smut, honey. It's trash. Who let this woman in the house?
I beg your pardon. Choice is an upscale adult magazine for a very discriminating, sophisticated segment of our society.
Oh, really? It's a skin mag for sleazeballs. I can't believe this. You know what happens? You sign on a dotted line, your Choice Girl of the Month.
What? Our photos are tastefully and elegantly executed works of art, and yours will certainly be.
Let's go. Cop a
Take your
war.
hands off of me.
Let's go.
How dare you treat me in this manner?
Why don't you just go back to your sewer, sweetheart, okay? Can't stand people like that.
How could she? How could anyone come in and do something like that?
It's all right.
No, it is not all right. It's horrible. A man forced me. He degraded me, and this is what sells magazines. This sells filth. All I want to do is feel like a clean, decent human being again. Is that too much to ask?
There is no way you can poison my mind against Travis. Why don't you just not try?
You don't know him as well as you think you do.
Oh, really? You know, you are so full of insinuations. Why don't you just tell me what you mean? Why don't you just tell me some facts for a change? You mentioned an accident. Okay, what was it?
Ask him.
I did, and he closed up, so now I'm asking you.
Erica, it's not worth going into.
It's always nice talking with you, Erica.
Travis, hi.
Helen.
Eric, I'm so sorry to have kept you waiting. May I get you something to drink?
Erica?
Yes, orange juice, fresh, please.
Why don't you make that, too? Thank you.
Should be my pleasure. Waiting long?
No, just got here. Nice view.
Rather tense.
You should have seen it when Brother Jackson was still here.
Have they been subpoenaed?
Oh, positively have. Thank you for coming over so quickly.
No problem. I thought you were meeting Ross here.
He hasn't shown yet. As a matter of fact, I have to leave soon, get over to the courthouse, make sure he's there.
You remember.
And I ordered you lunch.
How nice. Do tell me what this is all about, Adam.
I have to ask you a question.
Oh.
A very serious, important question.
I would really like to know what it is. I have a right to know before we get married. I would like to know before whatever it is you're hiding destroys you.
Well, that sounds awfully dramatic.
It's frightening watching it eat you up. Whatever it is that happened in your deep, dark past, what is it? What has caused this whole thing between you and your brother?
Erica, there is no deep, dark secret.
You called it an accident. What is it?
I will give you all the details of my childhood at some other time, not right now. What I need right now is your love and your support.
Well, you have it.
Erica, Travis, I'm sorry I'm late, but guess who I bumped into outside? You'll never guess.
Well, I don't know, Mother. Who you bumped into? Who?
Nicky.
Nick Davis?
Well, of course Nick Davis. What other Nicky do we know?
Mother, I can't.
Who's Nick Davis?
Nick's a very old friend of Erica's and an even
Mother, I
older
can't deal
friend
with
of mine.
seeing Davis right now.
Princess, princess.
Oh, Nick.
Oh, you're looking more beautiful than ever. Come here. Really surprised you, huh?
Yes, you did.
So, this is the lucky guy. Well, you better take good care of this lady or you'll have me to answer to.
Travis Montgomery, this is Nick Davis.
Oh, Mona, if I didn't know that face by now, I never would. Congratulations, Senator.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Won't you join?
Listen, we can't. I would love to talk to you, Nick. I'm so thrilled to see you, but we've got to be in Washington first thing in the morning.
Washington?
Yes, Mother, this whole thing happened very suddenly.
But what about the wedding?
As I said, it happened suddenly, so we'll have to talk. And, Nick, I'm glad to see you, and we'll have to talk ourselves because we have so much catching up to do, and I just can't do it now because we're in such a rush. You really do look wonderful.
Nice meeting you.
You too.
Come on.
So long.
Well, it wasn't exactly an overwhelming reception, was it?
I'm sorry, honey, but honestly, I don't think she meant that. I mean, you know, she's had her mind on so many things lately. The baby and the wedding, which is supposed to be tomorrow. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. And anyway, you know Erica. I mean, she's always in a dither about something. And right now, she's just, she's a lot more scattered than usual.
Oh, right now? No. It's the same old unpredictable, adorable Erica.
But she's happy, Nick. I mean, she's got a wonderful man. It's going to be a good marriage.
I hope so. It takes a unique man to handle my little princess.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's very helpful. Right. Thank you, Jesse.
What?
Nico's being held without bail, awaiting possible extradition in New York.
Why?
Apparently, he's connected in some way with Creed's criminal activities.
Because Creed forced him to. He's no more of a criminal than I am.
Well, the law is the law. I mean, there's no way we can change that.
But you can. You can influence them to allow him out on bail.
But I barely know the boy. I can't possibly vouch for him.
Grandfather, I know that Nico seems a little rough around the edges, but I promise you, he's one of the nicest people I've ever met. He is in this mess because of me, because he tried to save my life. Now, can't you do something? Chief Simpson is your friend. Give him a call.
I'll do some checking, see what I come up with.
Nico?
Yes.
He seems to be, pretty important to you.
I'd be dead if it wasn't for him.
Would you tell me about him?
Creed was his uncle. Creed took him in, gave him a job. I didn't like him at first. He seemed very sleazy. He was always hanging around and trying. But he didn't want to do those things. Creed made him. And when he found out what Creed was going to do to me, he really stuck his neck out. Creed would have killed us both if he had found out. And now Nico's in trouble. He risked his life to save me. And because of him, I got away from Creed. And he never asked for anything or expected anything in return. He did what he did because it was right. He's a really good person, Myra. He's really good.
What about, I mean, you seem so... does Charlie fit in here anymore?
Charlie doesn't care about me anymore. I made sure of that.
Oh, now that's why he's been calling the phone off the hook. I mean, won't you at least talk to him, honey? Just let him know that you're here.
I don't know what to say to him, Myra. So much has happened.
Now, what if that is Charlie?
Well, tell him I'm not home.
I don't like to lie.
Please, Myra, I really need more time.
Hi, Miss Sloan. I've got to talk to Julie. I've got to.
Charlie, I'm afraid that
Now, please, Miss Sloan, don't tell me she's not here, because I know she is. All right, Julie? Julie!
Charlie, she's just not ready. We've tried to get through to her. We've all tried to get through her. She's not ready. We'll just have to wait.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Where is Ross?
He'll be here. He'll be here.
Well, I hope so. I mean, I have a feeling the judge is leaning towards a lighter sentence. I would hate to see him change his mind. What do you think it will be, Natalie?
The max, 30 years or a slap on the head. This way, Miss Hunter. Over here.
Do you think they'll throw the book at him? Well, if there's any real justice, they'll throw the whole library at him.
Excuse me, but let us through, please. Thank you. Please let us through.
Stop it.
So, what do you think?
It's a tough call.
Where is, Ross? Why isn't he here?
Well, they chickened out, that's why.
Well, that would not sit well with the judge.
Court will come to order. All rise. This court is now in session. Judge Joseph Lerner presiding. Please be seated.
We are here to impose sentence on Ross Chandler, who has entered a plea of guilty to the charge of rape. Indictment number 4267A. Is the defendant here, counsel?
I fully expect him to be here, Your Honor. If the court will just indulge me for just a few more minutes, I'm sure.
I'm here.
All right, call the printer about that 4-color layout. Tell Sky I'm giving her 2 columns on the Prince concert. And also, please, inform everybody of my meeting this afternoon. I want everybody to be there.
Okie doke. Somebody been messing with my desk? I had a huge stack of papers here. What is this?
I don't know.
This is not my date. Do you know what this is doing
I have
here?
no idea. Oh, look at all this stuff. I must be part squirrel. And Kevin, this is it. What is going on? What, Adam didn't fill you in?
No.
Oh, Brooke, I'm so sorry. Naturally, I assumed you knew.
Just tell me what this is all about.
Well, Adams appointed me editor-in-chief of Tempo. Yours.
A quarter for your thoughts. Inflation.
It seems so strange. It's like looking at a picture of a different person.
You haven't changed that much. A little prettier, perhaps, if that's possible.
You're prejudiced.
Well, yes, I'm proud of it.
Maybe you can't see it, Grandfather, but I'm different.
Yes, I guess. I suppose we've all changed in the past few months. Sometimes, I'd just like to get rid of all those photographs. Too much reminder that nothing stays the same.
They're still all there.
Family. I'm so glad that you're home. I tell you, I was very lonely without you.
Being alone is one of the worst things in the world.
You think so? You don't know, I feel that loneliness is even worse. That feeling that you get even in a room full of people, that kind of awful dull ache.
Dad's being sentenced today.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have seen him.
Oh, no, it just would have upset you.
He's hurting, too. Just as much as we are.
Not so sure about that.
He admitted what he had done, and he's still being sent away.
He committed a crime. He has to be punished for that.
I think maybe he already has been.
Perhaps. That doesn't alter anything.
I loved him very much.
So did your mother. And so did I.
You miss him?
I miss the way things were. The love and the caring that was in this house. It all swept away. That terrible night.
Mr. Chandler, do you have anything to say in your behalf before hearing your sentence?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Proceed.
I recognize the damage that I've done and the pain that I've caused. My only hope is that someday those people that I've hurt will forgive me. I don't really expect that. Neither do I expect leniency from this court. Damn fool. I've committed a crime for which I'm guilty. And I deserve whatever punishment this court deems appropriate in payment of that crime. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Ramsey, does the prosecution have anything it wishes to say?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. It now becomes my duty to impose sentence.
The defendant will rise.
Both of we want to invite you to tune into Dynasty tonight.